Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss about another natural indicator, which is China rose. So we will learn about China rose as an indicator. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about two type of natural indicator. The first was litmus, a natural dye. There is a litmus solution by which we can check whether the given solution is acidic or basic. With the help of litmus solution, we can make litmus paper. Litmus paper are also there. Two type of litmus paper, blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. So if the solution is acidic, blue litmus paper will change into red color. And if the solution is basic, the color of red litmus will changes into blue. Then we are having another natural indicator, which is turmeric. In acidic solution and neutral solution, the color of turmeric will not change. But in basic solution, the color of turmeric, which is yellow, the yellow color will change into red or magenta. So let's discuss about another natural indicator, which is China rose. Activity 5.3. Collect some China rose, which is known as gudhal, petals and place them in a beaker. Add some warm water. Keep the mixture for some time till water become colored. Use the colored water as an indicator. Now our indicator is ready, which is made from the petal of China rose. So we can take some solution which are given in table 5.4, shampoo solution, lime juice, soda water, sodium hydrogen carbonate solution, vinegar, sugar solution, common salt solution. So these are solution which we have to check whether they are acidic or basic. So with the help of China rose indicator, now we will try to check this solution. So what is the effect of the indicator on acidic, basic and natural solution? China rose indicator turns acidic solution to dark pink, means magenta color, and basic solution to green. So student underline this. China rose indicator turns the solution, acidic solution, to dark pink color or magenta color, and in basic solution the color will change to green. So this is the table. You can check initial color, final color. So Paheli brought the following Paheli riddle for you. Coffee is brown and bitter in taste. Is it an acid or a base? Don't give the answer without any test. You are in the dark with its taste. So with the help of the taste, we cannot predict all the substances whether they are acidic or basic. Although we know that if the substance are sour in taste, they are acid. If they are bitter in taste, they are basic. But the taste of coffee is bitter. But bitter does not mean it is a base. With the help of indicator, when we will check, the coffee solution is found to be a acidic in nature. The teacher is requested to get the dilute solution of the following chemical from the school laboratory or from nearby school: hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, sodium hydrogen carbonate, ammonium hydrogen hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. So some acids are there and some basic are also there. So dilute means we will add some water into it. So student, there is a question for you at home or at school laboratory. Don't touch the chemical, don't touch any solution. It can be harmful for you. Okay. All the activities must be performed in the presence of teacher. So now the blue box is there. Are you familiar with the terms acid rain? What is acid rain? Have you ever heard about damaging effect of the acid rain? What is acid rain? In our environment, there are some harmful gases which are present in our environment, like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide. So when these harmful gases, and also they are acidic in nature, when they get mixed with the rainwater, they form acid rain. Like if sulfur dioxide mixed with the rainwater, it will form sulfuric acid. If nitrogen dioxide is get mixed with rainwater, it will form nitric acid. And both sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they are very harmful in nature. They can damage the crop, they can damage the building, they can damage the monuments, historical monuments, like our Taj Mahal. The marble of Taj Mahal is getting damaged day by day just because of the pollution present in the air due to the acid rain. Have you ever heard about the damaging effect of acid rain? As the name indicates, the rain containing excess of acid is called an acid rain. So you can underline this. The rain containing excess of acid is called acid rain. Where do these acid comes from? The rain becomes acidic because carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, which are released into the air as pollutant. The smoke which is coming from the factory or which is coming from the vehicle like car, scooter, bus, truck, all the smoke, all these type of smokes contain carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. And when these pollutant get mixed with the air becomes polluted. And when the rain comes, this polluted air or these gases get mixed with the rainwater. And that rainwater becomes acidic in nature and it is known as acid rain. Dissolve in raindrop to form carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid respectively. Acid rain can cause damage to building, historical monuments, plants, animals. So it is causing very bad damage. Caution. Great care should be taken while handling laboratory acids and bases because these are corrosive in nature, irritating and harmful to skin. They can damage our skin. So be careful while handling this type of chemical. So it is always advised not to touch these type of chemicals at home or at school laboratory or anywhere else. Do not touch these type of chemicals. They are very dangerous, very harmful. So students, these are the three type of indicator, also known as natural indicator, because we are getting this indicator from the natural substance. So the first indicator which we have discussed is litmus solution and litmus paper. Then the second indicator is turmeric indicator, and the third indicator is China rose indicator. China rose indicator. So with the help of China rose, we can check whether the given solution is acidic or basic. If the solution turns to dark pink in color, then the solution is acidic in nature. If the solution is basic, then the color of the solution will becomes to green, when we will check with the help of China rose indicator. Now the student next topic is neutralization. What is neutralization? We have learned about acid and base. When an acid is get mixed with a base, when an acid mix with a base, they will neutralize each other. They will cancel their effect. Acid will cancel the effect of base and base will cancel the effect of acid. Then the new substance will form. And the new substance will be a neutral substance. And this type of reaction is known as neutralization reaction, or we can say neutralization. So simply you can check neutralization, or you can define neutralization when an acid react with a base. When an acid react with base, this type of reaction is known as neutralization reaction. You have learned that acid turns blue litmus red and the base turns red litmus blue. Let us see what happens when an acid is mixed with a base. Acid is mixed with a base. We are going to use another indicator you have not used so far. It is a phenolphthalein indicator. Phenolphthalein indicator. We have discussed about three types of indicator: litmus, turmeric, and China rose. This is the fourth type of indicator, phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein. We will use phenolphthalein indicator to check the neutralization reaction. So to be demonstrated by the teacher in class or in laboratory, fill 1/4 of a test tube with dilute hydrochloric acid. Note down its color. Dilute hydrochloric acid. Note down the color of the phenolphthalein solution also. Add 2-3 drop of indicator to the acids. Means 2-3 drop of a phenolphthalein solution we can add into the acids. Now shake the test tube gently. Do you observe any change in the color of the acid? Add to the acidic solution a drop of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a base. So now we will add a few drop of this solution. Add to the acidic solution a few drop of sodium hydroxide solution by dropper. With the help of dropper, we can add some base. Stir the tube gently. Is there any change in the color of the solution? Continue adding the sodium hydroxide solution drop by drop while stirring till the pink color just appear. Till the pink color just appear. Now add one more drop of the dilute hydrochloric acid. One more drop of dilute hydrochloric acid. What do you observe? The solution again become colorless. Again become colorless. So now what we have performed, we are taking a test tube which is having some acid. We add a few drop of phenolphthalein solution. It is remains colorless. Then we add some base drop by drop till the color becomes pink. Till the color become pink. Now we add some more drop of hydrochloric acid in the same test tube. The color will disappear. Color will disappear means it again become colorless. It again become colorless. Again add a few drop of sodium hydroxide solution. Now we again add some few drop of sodium hydroxide solution, means basic solution. Is there any change in the color? The solution again becomes pink in color. Again it becomes pink. It is evident that when the solution is basic, phenolphthalein give a pink color. If the solution is basic, the phenolphthalein gives a pink color. On the other hand, when the solution is acidic, it remains colorless. When the solution is acidic, it remains colorless. When an acid solution is mixed with a basic solution, both the solution neutralize the effect of each other. Both the solution neutralize the effect of each other. When an acid solution and a base solution are mixed in a suitable amount, both acidic nature of the acid and basic nature of the base are destroyed. The resulting solution is neither acidic nor basic. The resulting solution will not be an acidic nor basic. It is a neutral solution. Touch the test tube immediately after neutralization. What do you observe? In neutralization reaction, heat is always produced or evolved. Heat is produced. Heat is produced. The evolved heat rise the temperature of the reaction mixture. The heat which is produced during neutralization reaction will rise the temperature of the reaction mixture. In neutralization reaction, a new substance is formed. That new substance is known as salt. That new substance is known as salt. Or we can say when acid react with base, the new substance will be formed, and this new substance is called salt. Salt may be acidic, basic, or neutral. It can be acidic, basic, or neutral in nature. Thus, neutralization can be defined as follow. Neutralization can be defined as follow. Reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization reaction. Reaction between an acid and base known as neutralization reaction. Salt and water are produced in this process with the evolution of heat. So this is the complete definition of neutralization. So student, it is also an important term. You can underline this. Reaction between an acid and base is known as neutralization. Salt and water are produced in this process with the evolution of heat, with the production of heat. So you can write this equation in symbolic form. Acid plus base, arrow, salt plus water, heat is evolved, heat is produced. The following reaction is an example. You can also write the example. Hydrochloric acid, HCl. It is a formula of hydrochloric acid. So all the students have to write this example also. Hydrochloric acid, bracket HCl, plus sodium hydroxide, NaOH, gives sodium chloride and water. So you have to write all the formulas. Hydrochloric acid, HCl. I will ask these formulas. When there will be a question answer session, I will ask these formulas. What is the formula of hydrochloric acid, HCl? What is the formula of sodium hydroxide, NaOH? NaOH. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Student, sodium chloride is the common salt which we are using at our home. We are putting some salt in vegetables. So this salt is sodium chloride, and the formula of this common salt is NaCl plus water. The formula for water is H2O. So remember this equation, HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus H2O. You can also write in word form, hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide gives sodium chloride plus water. So write both word equation and equation in the form of formulas. Bujo added dilute sulfuric acid to lime water. Will the reaction mixture become hot or cool? So student, these are neutralization. This is the neutralization. So we have discussed about what is neutralization. So I am repeating again, what is neutralization? Neutralization is the reaction between acid and salt. So when we add acid to a basic solution, then there will be some reaction, and acid will neutralize the effect of base, and base will neutralize the effect of acid. We have performed this activity. Take some acidic solution in a test tube, add some phenolphthalein indicator, few drop of phenolphthalein indicator. The color will remains colorless. Now, with the help of dropper, add few drop of basic solution, drop by drop. Now the solution become pink. The pink color indicate that the solution is basic in nature. Now again add some acid in the same test tube. The color will again becomes colorless. Now the solution becomes acidic. Again add some basic solution, drop of some basic solution. The color will again becomes pink in color. So this activity indicate that with the help of phenolphthalein solution, if the color is pink, then the solution is basic. If no change in a color, then the color is acidic in nature. So when acidic solution is mixed with a basic solution, both the solution neutralize the effect of each other. This type of reaction is known as neutralization reaction. In neutralization, new substance is formed, and this new substance is known as salt. Salt. So the reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization reaction. Salt and water are produced in this process with the evolution of heat. With the evolution of heat. You can remember this equation: acid plus base gives salt plus water, and heat is also produced. Student, also underline this example. It is a very important example. Hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide result in the formation of sodium chloride and water. Also remember the formula: hydrochloric acid HCl, sodium hydroxide NaOH, sodium chloride NaCl, water H2O. While writing the formula, keep focus on the symbol. Which alphabet you have to write in capital and which alphabet you have to write in small. In HCl, H is capital, C is capital, L is small. Because two elements are there, hydrogen and chlorine. H is the formula for hydrogen, Cl is the formula for chlorine. In the same way, sodium hydroxide, you can write Na. Na stands for sodium. O stand for oxygen. H stand for hydrogen. So in Na, N is capital, A is small. O is capital, H is capital. Again, sodium chloride. Sodium is an element, chlorine is an element. So Na is the symbol for sodium, N capital, A small. Chlorine, Cl. Cl is a symbol for chlorine, C capital, L small. Now water, H2O. You have to write this 2 at the bottom of H. So H stand for hydrogen, O for oxygen. These are the two different elements. So you have to write in capital letter, H capital, O capital. So student, these are the topic for today. If you are having any doubt, you can ask your question one by one.